Hi.
Hi,
Can't even start.
this is a video that we never ever wanted to make. We've got some sad news to tell you.
But before we tell you the sad news, we were expecting to be sat in our new Cartago A-class C2 tourer. But unfortunately things have taken a different turn and not for the better. Since getting back from Norway.
Since we got back from Norway, Michelle noticed some slight breathlessness. Went to the doctor.
Whilst we're in Norway. Whilst we're in Norway, I was having quite a bit of breathlessness. Virtually all the way through, wasn't I? And I kept saying, God, I've got the lungs of peas. We were joking about it. And I said, oh, when we get home, I'm just going to get that checked out. So when we got back from Norway, I went to the doctor's, and she never sees me because I just don't go for any reason. We're just fit and healthy, aren't we? Did a few tests, got me to wait in the waiting room after the few tests that she did, and got me back in and just said, right, I've booked you in the emergency hospital. So she called me in from the waiting room and said, the hospital is waiting for you. We need to go. I've booked you into the emergency 1-day clinic. So I walked back to Andy and just said, oh, sorry, we've got to go to the hospital just to check out my breathlessness. I had an x-ray, I had some blood tests done. We were there for about 4 hours in total, and the last hour that we were there was the most horrific thing ever.
So basically, according to her room, and the consultant said to Michelle that she's got a large mass.
A large lung mass. And I didn't really know what that meant. And me being me, I'm a little bit of a worrier. I just said, I need you to be perfectly honest with me and tell me what that means in my terms. And basically he said, you've got cancer. And it's quite a big mass. So I looked at him, took a deep breath, a big gulp, looked at Andy. Oh, I just burst into tears.
It was horrible, horrendous, the worst day of my life.
Of our lives.
Mm.
Fast forward, after 3 weeks of intense tests, scans, biopsies. One of them was pretty horrific. There's lots of paperwork to sign, which is really scary. But I cannot fault the NHS. They have been absolutely incredible. They've been amazing. The nurses, the doctors, the consultants have just been fantastic, and they have literally rushed it through. And we realise now why it's been rushed through is because we thought it was caught early, but it's not been caught early. So it's not so easy to sort. I'm going to be having chemotherapy starting, well, by the time this goes out I probably will have done my first round of chemo. It's the thymus gland. It's not breast cancer, it's the thymus gland, which is a thymoma, and a lot of thymomas can be treated fairly easily, but this one, because of where it is and because it's fairly rare, is going to be more difficult. We've obviously told family and friends, and they've been amazing. I don't think you ever realise what a supportive network you have until something like this happens, and everybody has been, I couldn't ask for more. We're so loved. people.
Yeah, just makes you really realise kind of how important a good family and friend network is, and it has been like amazing.
Yeah, so supportive. But the good thing is that they haven't overwhelmed me, because obviously we're going through a really tough time and we're trying to be really positive. Like you will have seen, we went to St Ives after the news because we just needed to get away, didn't we? And Katie has been an absolute godsend, just having the flexibility and the freedom to just go away and know that, you know, I don't have to be close to people, because I need to keep myself really well, in terms of my health and not getting colds or COVID or anything like that. Yeah, so, and it's just been brilliant, hasn't it? Being by the sea, revisiting where we got engaged.
Yes. And also, yeah, we've been away twice since then. We've been away to Derbyshire, where we actually got married.
Yeah.
And now we're actually away in Castleton, one of our favourite places.
Yeah. So it's been a bit of a trip down memory lane. But I am strong, and Andy has been my absolute rock. He's held my hand at every appointment, every phone call, every letter, every text message, everything that I've had to go through. He's been there when I've come out of a guided CT biopsy. They opened the door and he was there smiling at me. But that being said, I am strong. We are strong, and we're going to fight it. And being with Andy, being the adrenaline junkie that he is, I've often had to go through things that have been quite scary and taken me out of my comfort zone, and this is one of those. And I'm just going to fight it head on and just attack it and get well for my kids, my family, and most definitely for Andy. And next year, 2026, we'll be back out.
We're going to be out all the time when you can, between treatments.
Yeah, so
I will be looking after her though. I'm not going to be too no extreme caring.
Extreme caring. So yeah, we're going to be. You will see some posts from us. I'm not going to share my journey in terms of what I'm going to go through. We want to keep that really personal. So we do ask. I know a lot of you be quite concerned and shocked, as we were, but we just ask you that you don't send private messages to us, because there's days when we really just, you know, we're feeling really like, yes, with determination, and we just need to keep that within us. You have the off days and the bad days, but we would just want to have that determination and strength between us. And so if a message pops up on our personal messages, it just sets us back so much. And that's what my friends have been really good in, that they've not been bombarding us with everything. It's just like, you know, every now and again there might be a little gift for us, you know, like love you, or a funny thing like ab fab from my friend. She's just sending loads of things like that, but it's not all the time. And so if we put posts on, which is whilst we're away, then message on those posts if you want to, but please do not send any private messages, because, you know, I open those posts when I want to open them, and I don't, but all my messages will pop up that are private.
I think what we're asking for is normality, absolutely, positivity,
yes,
and humour. Yes,
lots of humour, please. And send us your pictures of where you are, and if you've been to places that we've been to. That is really lovely. We really love nothing more than seeing your photographs and saying, oh, this is where we are because of you. You've inspired us to go to Potters, and we're in the same pictures you are at Castleton, or, you know, I love seeing those posts. It really does cheer our day up. So please keep sending more of those. Yeah, so there's not going to be photographs of me in hospital and all this, because we want to really keep that private. But Andy, you know, if there's updates to be made, Andy will make them, but they're not going to be too frequently.
Yeah. Yeah, not the type of video that you normally come to us for. You know, we're all about happy, positive, inspirational, but this is life, isn't it? It's taken a horrible turn for us, but hopefully it's only temporary.
Yeah, that's what we've got to look towards, is the future and being positive. And if they can shrink this awful beast that's within me, and hold it, that is going to be amazing. I don't think at this stage they're going to be able to rid me of it, but if they can shrink it and hold it, all these amazing, you know, there's so many things coming out now, different cancer treatments,
Trials.
Yeah, trials. There's so many things coming out, what we are holding on to, that yes, it might be more advanced, but we're fighting it.
So you're still going to see a lot from us over the over the coming months, but it's not going to be about Michelle's illness.
No.
You know, we've still got a lot of footage and videos to make from Norway. You know, there's no promises that it might be every week or it might be every month. It's just, you know, we're just completely being selfish and doing things when we want to do them, and not when we feel the pressure to do anything. And I'm sure you'll understand that anyway.
Yeah, so we shall see you from somewhere else. It probably will be Derbyshire because it's closer for us. But yeah, I likely won't have my hair, and I've already got my alter ego. I've got a new wig. We've named her. You're not going to know about that until I have to wear her. Yeah, so please still continue to follow and, you know, watch our videos.
That makes us happy.
It makes us so happy, and we want to continue giving you the footage, and we want to continue doing this amazing adventures and travel. So they will be coming out, all the YouTube videos. I know even New Zealand, they will come out as well. But yeah, we'll update you as and when is necessary.
Thank you.
That was alright. I actually didn't cry. I nearly did, but then I had no tears.
No tears.
I really held it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done, baby.
Didn't you?